Hello students, let's do the quick revision. Exceptions to the general rule of previous year and assessment year. Generally, the previous year is preceding assessment year, but sometimes assessment year and previous year is same, right? Generally, if previous year is 2019-20, assessment year would be 2020-21, right? The next year. But sometimes previous year and assessment year is same. When income is earned by non-resident shipping business in India, when income of a person leaving country permanently or for longer duration, AOP BOI started for shorter duration, income of discontinued business, person likely to transfer property to avoid tax. So in these cases, assessment year and previous year might be the same year. Okay. Who is a person? A person may be individual, HUF, firm, company, association of persons, body of individual, local authority, or a artificial juridical person. Correct? Okay. Who is an assessee? Under Income Tax Act, an assessee means a person. You know who is person. Person can be individual, HUF, firm, company, association of person, body of individual, a local authority, or an artificial juridical person. So, under Income Tax Act, an assessee means a person who is liable to pay tax. So, a person, if he is liable to pay tax, he is a assessee, or any other sum of money, like interest, penalty, etc. Okay, a person might not be liable to pay tax, but he might be liable to pay some interest or penalty to the government. Even in that case, that person will be assessee, or in respect of whom any proceedings has been undertaken. So that means, I'll give you one example for this. Suppose I go to a jewelry shop and I buy a lot of jewelry worth maybe 10-20 lakhs. Okay, and I don't file income tax return. When I buy so much jewelry, I have to furnish my PAN card, right? So from that income tax office, the assessing officer will come to know that I have purchased jewelry worth 20 lakhs, right? And I have never filed income tax return. So assessing officer might think that she could afford to purchase jewelry worth 20 lakhs. So they send me a notice stating that please furnish your income. From where did you purchase these jewelry? How you managed to have 20 lakhs? So I have to give my details, that wherever I have to explain them that from where I got 20 lakhs and how I could purchase it. Okay, so what is happening here? Proceedings has been undertaken. Okay, now, okay, so you know who is a person, who is an assessee. A person includes individual, HUF, firm, company, association of person, or body of individual, a local authority, or an artificial juridical person, right? Who is assessee? Assessee is a person. You know who is a person already, right? An assessee is a person who is liable to pay tax or any other sum of money, or in respect of whom any proceedings has been undertaken for the assessment of his income. Okay, so in my example also, they have done some proceedings, then I have to explain. So what is happening? There are some proceedings. So if there are some proceedings under me, I might not be paying any tax. I might not be liable to pay any liability like interest, penalty. But now there is proceedings. Okay, they have filed a case that I have not paid income tax. Okay. Next, who is a deemed assessee? If somebody else is paying tax on behalf of somebody else, if you are paying tax on behalf of somebody else, then you are a deemed assessee. Okay, who is assessee in default? Assessee in default is one who fails to pay tax, who is not paying tax on time, who is not filing income tax return on time. Okay, so that person is assessee in default. Agricultural income. Okay. Agricultural income is defined under section 2 subsection 1a. Let us see what is there in section 2 subsection 1a. It's there in the next slide. We'll come back here. Okay. As per section 2 subsection 1a, as per subsection 2 subsection 1a, any rent or revenue received from land. So any money which is received from a land, okay, which is situated in India, it has to be situated in India, and which is used for agricultural purpose. Okay, suppose you have a land. This land has to be used for agricultural purpose, and this should be situated in India. Okay, and money received from this land would be agricultural income. Suppose in this has to be used for agricultural purpose, okay, and it has to be situated in India. Only then it is agricultural income. Suppose this land is situated, I have a land which is situated in Australia. I am growing crops there and I am selling the crops and I have good income. That is not called as agricultural income. Okay, the land has to be situated in India. Okay, now suppose I have a land. I have given it on rent and somebody else is growing crops and selling the crops. Okay, and that person is paying me rent. Even in that case, it is agricultural income. Okay, any rent or revenue, okay, received from land. Next, any income from agricultural operations, process which render produce fit for the market. Okay, so you have a land, you are growing crops, and those crops you are able to sell it in the market. Okay, sale of such produce. Okay, now when you sell those crops and you earn money from that, only then it is agricultural income. Only then there is a income. Okay, so you should be able to sell whatever you are producing in the market. It should have a market value. So any income from a farmhouse is also agricultural income. Okay, let's see this. As per section 10 subsection 1, now you know what is agricultural income? Agricultural income is any income which can be rent or revenue, okay, from a land. It has to be used for agricultural purpose. It should be situated in India. Okay, and the crops or whatever you are growing from that land, that should have market value. Okay, income from farmhouse is also agricultural income. Fine. Okay, now you know what is agricultural income. Now as per section 10 subsection 1, agricultural income is totally exempt. Agricultural income is totally exempt. That means you don't have to pay any tax on agricultural income. Okay, as per section 10 subsection 1, agricultural income is totally exempt from tax if it comes within the definition of agricultural income as given in the act. So if you have any income, okay, which comes under definition of agricultural income, which is defined in section 2 subsection 1a. Okay, in that case it is totally exempt, and that is given in section 10 subsection 1. As per section 10 subsection 1, agricultural income is totally exempt. However, this income is taken into account for the purpose of determining the rate of tax applicable to non-agricultural income. Okay, but while computing tax on non-agricultural income which is not agricultural income is non-agricultural income. Okay, so if you have a non-agricultural income, if you have a agricultural income is totally exempt. But while calculating tax on non-agricultural income, you have to take agricultural income also into account. Okay, however, this income is taken into account for the purpose of determining the rate of tax applicable to non-agricultural income. Okay, let's see the first part. Okay, if the total income exceeds minimum taxable limit and their agriculture income exceeds rupees 5,000, we'll see this later. First, let us see how do you calculate tax. Okay, now okay, suppose my agricultural income is 2 lakhs. Okay, and my non-agricultural income is suppose 4,50,000. Okay, this is my income, and my age is suppose 23. This is my age. Okay, my age is 23. That means I am not a senior citizen, right? Agricultural income is 2 lakh. Non-agricultural income is 4,50,000. My non-agricultural income does not exceed 5 lakh. That means I get a rebate under section 87A of 12,500. Okay. Okay. Now, so aggregation of income, that is total of agricultural income and non-agricultural income, will become 6,50,000. Correct? Okay. Let's see how to calculate income tax in this case. My age is 23. So what is the slab rate? From 0 to 2,50,000. It is 0%, right? 2,50,000 is the exemption limit, right? Next, 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs is 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh is 20%, right? Above 10 lakh is 30%, right? This is the slab. Okay, now just a second. Okay, now how to calculate income tax when there is agricultural income. Whenever there is agricultural income, you have to take agricultural income into consideration. Okay, so I will take my this slab first. I'll take my this slab first. like first 2,50,000. On my first 2,50,000, I pay 0% tax. So that means my tax would be 0. And this 2,50,000 is from non-agricultural income. Okay, it is non-agricultural income. So up to exemption limit, you have to take non-agricultural income first. Then you will take agricultural income. Then you take agricultural income. So my agricultural income is 2 lakh. So I will take next 2 lakh, which is my agricultural income. Okay, and agricultural income is exempt. So again my tax would be 0. Correct? Okay. Now I'll take agricultural income is over. Only non-agricultural income is left. So now I'll take agricultural income. Okay. So what has happened? I have taken first slab, which is 2,50,000. This I have taken. Now 2,50,000 to 5 lakh. Out of 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, that is next 2,50,000. 2 lakh I have already taken. 50,000 is remaining. So I'll take that 50,000. So next 50,000. Next 50,000, 5%. So 50,000 into 5% comes to 2,500, right? Okay. So till here I have taken 5 lakhs total. My total, I have taken 5 lakh. How much is remaining? Only 1,50,000 is remaining. Correct? So next $1,50,000, 20%, which comes to 30,000. Correct? Which is my next slab. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. So my income is only 6,50,000, right? My total income is 6,50,000. So now you see here, this total will also be 6,50,000. 6,50,000. 2,50,000 plus 2 lakh plus 50 plus 1,50,000, which will make it 6,50,000. Okay. So now my tax, total tax comes to 32,500. Okay. My non-agricultural income is 4,50,000. That means it is not exceeding 5 lakh. When my non-agricultural income does not exceed 5 lakh, I get a rebate up to 12,500. So less rebate under section 87A of 12,500 maximum. Correct? When you subtract 12,500, 20,000 is the tax to be paid. So while paying tax, you have to add education cess, at the rate 4%. So 4% of 20,000 is how much? 800. That means tax would be 20,800 tax to be paid. Got it? Let's solve the same problem if the assessee's age is 63 instead of 23. Suppose age is 63. Okay. Now age is 63. So the slab would be from 0 to 3 lakhs, 0%, 3 lakh to 5 lakh, 3 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, above 10 lakh. %30. This is the slab, right? So let's calculate on first 3 lakhs. Now this is non-agricultural income. On first 3 lakh, 0%, so tax would be 0, right? Then you take agricultural income. How much is agricultural income? In my example, agricultural income is 2 lakhs, right? So agricultural income 2 lakh. This is exempt, so 0. Then I'll take non-agricultural income. Agricultural income is over. So non-agricultural income. Next, how much is remaining? My total income is 6 lakh 50. Out of 6 lakh 50, 5 lakh you have already taken care. Only 1 lakh 50 is left. So next 1 lakh 50. Okay, this is 5 lakh already taken care. This 1 lakh 50 is part of third slab. 5 lakh to 10 lakh. Correct? So next 1 lakh 50, 20%. So 1 lakh 50 into 20% is 30,000. And your total tax would be 30,000. Your non-agricultural income is less than 5 lakh. So you get a rebate. Under section 87A, rebate under section 87A of 12,500. So 30,000 minus 12,500. 17,500, correct? So while paying tax, you have to add education cess at the rate 4%. So 17,500 into 4%. So 18,200 is the tax liability. Got it? We'll solve few more examples so that you understand properly. Okay? I'll take one more example. Suppose agricultural income is suppose 10 lakhs and non-agricultural income is suppose 7 lakh. Okay. Agricultural income is 10 lakh, non-agricultural income is 7 lakh and age is less than 60, suppose 45. Age is 45. Then what will happen? You know the tax slab, right? So first I'll take non-agricultural income. So on first 2 lakh 50, it is 0%, so 0, right? Then you take agricultural income. So agricultural income 10 lakhs exempt, so 0, right? Then you take remaining amount, because now this income is exceeding 10 lakh, right? This is 17 lakh. Out of 17 lakh, you have already taken care of 10 lakh 12 lakh 50,000. So 17 lakh minus 12 lakh 50,000 is how much? 17 lakh minus 12 lakh 50,000. It comes to 4 lakh 50. So non-agricultural income four lakh 50,000 would be 30%. So 4 lakh 50 into 30%, $4,50,000 into 30%. It comes to 1,35,000. So 1,35,000. Now this non-agricultural income exceeds 5 lakhs. Correct? Non-agricultural income exceeds 5 lakhs. That means you don't get any rebate. So 1,35,000 is the tax. Add education cess. At the rate 4%. So 1,35,000 into 4%. 5,400. So 1,40,400 is the tax liability. Okay. So while calculating tax, you have to consider agricultural income also. You have to consider agricultural income also. Okay. While computing income tax, you have to consider agricultural income also, but it is exempt from tax. Agricultural income is exempt from tax, but you have to consider agricultural income while paying tax, while calculating tax amount. But if their total income, in this case total income means non-agricultural income, okay, if their total income exceeds minimum taxable limit and their agricultural income exceeds 5,000, okay, now you will be calculating this way, the way we calculated, you will be calculating this way only if agricultural income should be more than 5,000 and non-agricultural income should be more than exemption limit. What is the exemption limit? Exemption limit is 2,50,000 or 3 lakh or 5 lakh. Correct? If your age is less than 60, then exemption limit is 2,50,000. If your age is between 60 to 80, then your exemption limit is 3 lakh. If your age is above 80, then your exemption limit is 5 lakh. Correct? So you know the exemption limits. Okay. So you will be calculating income tax this way if your agricultural income is greater than 5,000 and non-agricultural income is greater than exemption limit. Understanding? Let's see if, suppose, I'll just give you one more example. Suppose your exemption limit, suppose your non-agricultural income is less than exemption limit. Okay, so agricultural income, suppose 2 crores or 5 crores or whatever, and non-agricultural income is less than exemption limit. Okay, so my exemption limit is 2,50,000. Suppose my non-agricultural income is 2 lakh. My age is below 60, so my exemption limit is 2,50,000 and my non-agricultural income is 2 lakh. Now in this case, what will happen? You take 2 lakh first. 2 lakh you take, because this is non-agricultural income. Okay, you take this 2 lakh, 0%, so 0. Then you take agricultural income, 2 crores, exempt, 0. So in this case, you are not paying any tax. Though your income is 2 crores, your agricultural income is 2 crores, still you are not paying tax. Okay, so from this what we understand, if your non-agricultural income does not exceed exemption limit, then there is no tax. If your non-agricultural income does not exceed exemption limit, then there is no tax, no matter how much is your agricultural income. Okay. Similarly, suppose your agricultural income is 5,000. It is not exceeding 5,000. And your non-agricultural income is, suppose, 5 lakhs. In this case, you will ignore this agricultural income. Now, in the previous problem, we did not ignore our agricultural income. While calculating, we were considering agricultural income, right? We were considering agricultural income while calculating tax. But if your agricultural income does not exceed 5,000, you will not consider this at all. You just have to calculate tax on 5 lakhs on your non-agricultural income. You have to ignore this. Ignore agricultural income. You don't have to consider that 5,000 at all. If your agricultural income does not exceed 5,000, you don't consider agricultural income at all. You only have to calculate tax on non-agricultural income. Now in this case, my non-agricultural income is 5 lakhs. So my tax slab would be, suppose age is less than 60. Okay. So in this case, what is happening? On first, 2,50,000, 0%, so 0. Next, 2,50,000, 5%. So next 2,50,000 is 5%. 2,50,000 into 5% is how much? 12,500. Correct? So your tax is 12,500, but in this does not exceed 5 lakh. My non-agricultural income does not exceed 5 lakhs. So I get a rebate under section 87A. You get a rebate under section 87A of 12,500. So you don't pay any tax. Okay. So if your non-agricultural income does not exceed 5 lakh, you get a rebate of 12,500 maximum under section 87A. Okay. So let's see the PPT again. Now you will be able to understand. As per section 10 subsection 1, agricultural income is totally exempt. Okay. What is agricultural income? If it is coming in definition of section 2 subsection 1A. If it is coming under this section under the definition, if your income is coming under this definition, then it is totally exempt. However, this income is taken into account for the purpose of determining rate of tax applicable to the non-agricultural income. While calculating tax, still you have to consider agricultural income also. Though agricultural income is totally exempt, still you have to consider agricultural income. Okay. When you have to consider agricultural income? When total income exceeds exemption limit. Total income means your non-agricultural income. When your non-agricultural income exceeds exemption limit and agricultural income exceeds 5,000. You are considering this only if you are considering agricultural income while calculating tax only if it exceeds 5,000 and your non-agricultural income exceeds taxable limit. How much is the taxable limit? If that depends on the age. If your age is less than 60, then your exemption limit is 2,50,000. If your age is above 60 and below 80, then your exemption limit is 3 lakhs. And if your age is above 80, then your exemption limit is 5 lakhs. Got it? There is one more way of calculating tax. Okay, when there is agricultural income. I'll explain that also. Okay. Give me another example. I'll take another example. Okay. Suppose my agricultural income is 7 lakhs. Okay. And my non-agricultural income is suppose 8 lakhs. Okay. Now let us calculate the same way first. Okay. My agricultural income is 7 lakhs. My non-agricultural income is 8 lakhs. That means total it comes to 15 lakhs. Aggregation of agricultural income and non-agricultural income is 15 lakhs. Right. Now let's calculate tax in this case. And age is 30, which is below 60. Okay. First I will take non-agricultural income. Okay, I'll write slab. Let's see the slab. So from 0 to 2,50,000, from 0 to 2,50,000 it is 0%, right? Then 2,52,000, 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, above 10 lakh, 30%. This is the slab, correct? My income now is 15 lakh. Agricultural income 7 lakh. Non-agricultural income 8 lakh. Okay, non-agricultural income exceeds 5 lakh. So, I will not get any rebate. Okay. So, on That means first I'll take exemption limit. So on first 2,50,000, this is my non-agricultural income. On first 2,50,000, 0%, so 0. Then I'll take agricultural income. That is next agricultural income is 7 lakh. Next 7 lakh. Okay, which is exempt. So tax is 0. Okay, till here I have taken 7, 8, 9, 9,50,000 into consideration. Correct? Total of this is 9,50,000. Okay? Okay. So 9,50,000. Okay, so that means I am in this slab. And in this slab, again 50,000 is remaining because total till now is 9,50,000. This is still 10 lakh, no? So 50,000 is remaining. So I'm still in 20% slab. Okay. So non-agricultural income. Next 50 I have to take. Correct? So which is 20%. So 50,000 into 20%, it comes to 10,000. Fine. Now how much is remaining? More 5 lakh is remaining. My total income is 15 lakh and I have taken 10 lakh till into consideration. So next 5 lakh, which is 30%. Okay, this is also non-agricultural income. Next 5 lakh, 30%. So 5 lakh into 30%, it comes to 1,50,000. Right? So that means my tax comes to 1,60,000. Now my tax is 1,60,000. There is no rebate. I have to pay 1,60,000. So you will add with education cess at the rate 4%. So 4% of 1,60,000. 6,400. 6,400. So total tax payable will be 1,66,400. Right. Now same problem we will be solving another method. In the exam you can use any one method. Okay. And questions will not be asked for y'all. Okay. For 16 mark theory question they might ask, and in that you have to give one example and explain. Okay, now same problem. Okay, another way to solve. You can use any one way in the exam. Okay, the another way, instead of writing like this I'll write or. Okay, first take agricultural income. How much is agricultural income? Agricultural income is 7 lakh. Then B, take non-agricultural income. Non-agricultural income is 8 lakh. Then take C. In C, you will take aggregation of A and B. That is agricultural income plus non-agricultural income. That means A plus B. So A plus B will be 15 lakhs. Then D. Compute tax on 15 lakh. Tax on 15 lakhs. That means tax on C. Compute tax on C. Okay, let's calculate tax on C. Okay, in this case age was 30 years, so which is less than 60. So let's compute tax on 15 lakhs. Okay. So how do you compute tax on 15 lakh? On first 2 lakh 50, it is 0%, so 0. Next 2 lakh 50, 5%, so 12,500. Next 5 lakh, 20%, that means 1 lakh. And then next 5 lakh, 30%, which is 1,50,000. Right. So this comes to 2,62,500. So now tax on C is 2,62,500. Okay. You compute tax on C. So tax on C has come to 2,62,500. Fine. Now we will take next step. Next step is you have to take agricultural income plus exemption limit. So agricultural income, which is A, plus exemption limit. So exemption limit, in this case it is 2,50,000. Suppose if age is 60 to 80, then you will take 3 lakh. And if age is above 80, you will take 5 lakh. So exemption limit can be 2,50,000 or 3 lakh depending on the age. Okay, or 5 lakh. Okay, exemption limit can be 2,50,000, 3 lakh or 5 lakh depending on the age. Okay, so you take A plus exemption limit. What is exemption limit in my case? Now in this question it is 2,50,000. 2,50,000 plus 7 lakh. 2,50,000 plus 7 lakh is how much? 9,50,000. Okay, now calculate tax on E. Tax on E. Tax on E means tax on 9,50,000. Tax on 9,50,000. So let's calculate tax on 9,50,000. Okay. So in that case, on first 2,50,000, it is 0%, so 0. Next 2,50,000, 5%, so 12,500. And next 4,50,000 is only remaining. %. So 4,50,000 into 20%. 4,50,000 into 20%. Calculate. I think it comes to 90,000. Correct? 4,50,000 into 90%. Oops. Sorry. 4,50,000 into 20%. It comes to 90,000. Right? 90,000. So now what is the total? 90,000 plus 12,500. So 1,02,500. Okay. Now this comes to 1,02,500. Now what you will do? Next step, G. Next step, you will do D minus F. D minus F. That means 2,62,500 minus 1,02,500. Okay, 2,62,500 minus 1,02,500. 2,62,500 minus 1,05,000. What it was? 1,02,500. 1 lakh. Wait. 2,62,500 minus 1,02,500. Okay, it comes to 1,60,000. See, it comes to 1,60,000. So 1,60,000, 1,60,000. Same answer it comes, right? And on this 1,60,000, while paying 1,60,000, you have to add education cess. So add education cess at the rate 4%. Education cess at the rate 4% will be 6,400, and then you get 1,66,400. This is one more way of solving. You can use any method. Okay. I think that's it for the day.